The most debated anime fight in 2026. Now trust me, I don't need to jump through any hoops, layers, and work around what is on that thumbnail already. You see it. Yes, we're talking about Gojo versus Sukuna. But you may be thinking, wait, Todd, this thing came out in 2024. Why you talk about the most debated anime fight in 2026? Well, that's because, bro, this fight is still being debated to this day. And it is most definitely the most debated fight in anime at this moment. Because what other fight do we have above this? Every other anime usually is cut and dry versus who wins and who doesn't win. In other animes and manga, it's never, hey, oh my god, if he did this at this second, he would have won. Or if he had this at this second, he would have lost. No, it's never that. When you see other anime, let's take Deku versus Shigaraki for example. Obviously, Deku would have lost against a full-powered, no quirky race Shigaraki. That was it. It was capped. Mostly due to the fact that Deku really didn't have a surefire way of one-hitting a Shigaraki in total. On top of the fact that he had his regeneration quirks and everything at his disposal, especially decay, it would have been over. We know this, so there's nothing to debate about. Literally in most anime, there are things that characters need to do to either nerf the main villain or somehow find a buff to get more powerful than the main villain out of nowhere. So it leaves little room for debate in all these other fights, and that doesn't make them bad or less hype. That doesn't make them anything of that nature. But Gojo versus Sukuna is one of the ones where you not getting a transformation to maximally boost out the main character to make them beat the main villain. No, you don't get people, helping him on the side because no one can help him on the side. Gojo versus Sukuna was purely just them. Other than that, they were using the system of jujutsu sorcery itself to give themselves either a leg up or whatever they needed at that moment. For instance, there's multiple times in the fight where they have to switch between techniques. They have to use certain binding vows to do this. They have to use everything they learn to adjust their attacks to be able to affect the other person. And that is some chess move type fighting that we don't really see too often. Because again, with most fights, it's big punch, ooh, power up, and then that's the fight. Hence why this is still the most debated fight. Because brother, you can argue this all day. It could have gone either way. The thing is, this fight truly could have gone either way. Now, the thing I think that gets people messed up about is people don't take into consideration the what could have happened isn't the same thing of saying what should have happened, okay? Like, just because I believe Gojo could have won doesn't mean that he should have won. And I think that's what people are getting mixed up about. I see content creators talking about this all the time, but they never talk about how Gojo could have won. Yes, that was a possibility. That was such a 50-50 ass match. But Sukuna, having the biggest brain of all time, I guess, was able to squeeze his way out of that situation. Again, let me mention that again for the people in the back. Just because what could have happened and people talk about what could have happened doesn't mean that people are saying what should have happened. And you know, I just know there's gonna be somebody in the world out there gonna say, well, no, this is not the most debated. Brother, I can go anywhere without seeing someone write a poll about this, make a YouTube video still in the big 2026 about Gojo Sukuna, JJK. Bro, they are going ballistics with this fight. When it came out, it was the most hyped thing on the internet. And now it is still being talked about. That's how you know Gege was just in there writing. That boy was just in there writing and drawing. But he had that shit on lock. And again, bro, no other series come close to you talking about, who would win that actually fought. Most of the time when you talk about who wins in a fight, you're talking about other characters that have never fought in the series before and see who will win and break it down. But we get to debate the two strongest in the series fighting each other and seeing them do different things, and it could have genuinely been a 50-50. See, another reason why this thing is so debated is Gege has a way of writing and telling a story and drawing to show you, hey, this is also what the character's thinking. Oh my god, this is this, and this is also what the character's thinking. I think a lot of people harp on the fact of what the character is thinking and not actually seeing what is happening. And what I mean by that is when characters say things like, oh my god, if only I had this, I would have beat him. Oh my god, wait, I'm kind of scared that I can lose this time. Just because they're saying things like that does not mean anything. It's just how they're thinking at that moment. Just because they're saying it's a possibility they could lose doesn't mean they're actually going to lose. Okay, I just want to let you know that right now. I feel like people take characters' words as facts, and that's not the case. They're characters in the show. They're not the author themselves expressing themselves through the medium of the character. No. But that's what tends to make JJK fights and battles and everything else more debatable. Like, even we have debates about, oh my god, is Hikari strong because Maki says he's not strong? Brother, Maki, bro, she don't know nothing about Jujutsu sorcery. Why are we saying that Maki saying that Hikari is, oh, he ain't really that nothing? And then you got YouTube bigging up, and we taking him up. We taking Maki's word over Yuta's. But other than that, there's nothing more to say about this. This has to be the most debated fight, if not all time, in 2024, 5, and 6. And if you think I'm wrong, brother, tell me what is going to be the most debated fight in 2026, or what is the most debated fight right now in 2026. I'm honestly curious to see what you say. If you say Shigaraki versus Deku, you're wrong.